Oi oi, g'day gorgeous people. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, g'day, I'm Tim and I like my red wine. Oh. Today is pre-travel day, which means tomorrow I'm jet setting to some tropical destination. Now, if you follow me on any of my other socials, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you'll know exactly where I'm going. But if you're here purely from YouTube, I'm so excited to tell you, but I'm starting a brand new travel series to Malaysia! Woohoo! I'm so excited because Malaysia is one of my all-time favorite destinations in the whole wide world. Now, obviously I am biased because I was born there, I've got family there, I've got friends there, but it's so much more. It is a country that has so much soul, so much heart, but most importantly of all, it is a foodie country. I'm literally going to Malaysia to eat. I'm not even joking here, but I actually have a spreadsheet showcasing 7 meals every single day. 7 meals as an absolute minimum. I obviously have grandiose plans of eating more, but I think I'd be happy if I have 7 meals a day. Yeah. So, to those who are new here, I'm Tim. I make food, travel, lifestyle, and vlogging related content. So if you like what you see, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and bell notification button below so you get notified whenever I post new content. Some of you may actually be aware, but I used to be a digital nomad and I used to travel around the world reviewing, showcasing amazing airlines, hotels, and travel destinations, but I've unfortunately had to stop that because of my full-time work as well as my Gogglebox commitments here in Australia. But there is this little thing called COVID, which kind of put a hiatus on all my travel and all my grand plans. Some of you have actually asked what kind of technology I bring with me. So I'm going to show you in this little video the tech that I'm packing into my carry-on luggage and what I'm going to be using throughout this entire travel series. Here you go, have a look. Oh yeah, tasty. Now I've had to change equipment because obviously what I started off the intro with is one of my primary cameras that I'll be taking overseas with me. So for what I'm filming on now is my Sony FS5 Mark II with the Rode NTG3 or NTG5 condenser on the top. So the look, the feel, the sound is going to be slightly different to what I was using before. So this is what I'm carrying on the plane with me. It's almost a mind-boggling amount of tech, but because they're all sensitive and a lot of them are lithium batteries, you cannot put them in check-in luggage. So I'm going to start off with this side and work my way down to this side. So obviously the primary thing, the one main thing that I cannot travel without is my mirrorless camera. This is my Sony a7S Mark III. It's possibly my favorite mirrorless camera of all time. It is so lightweight, the quality of the image is spectacular, but most importantly, it does the low light bloody amazingly well. With it at the moment, I've got my 2 favorite glasses. What I have on at the moment is the Sony 24-105, so it's a decent telephoto lens, but my all-time favorite vlogging and landscape lens or glass is the Tamron 17-28. It is simply spectacular, perfect for vloggers out there using a Sony body and requiring an E-mount. I always bring 5 of these Sony batteries because I just film, and it just chugs through the battery. This is the new Dji Rs3 Gimbal. It is spectacular and it is incredibly lightweight compared to the RS2 which I had and the Ronin S which I started off with. So this is a huge advancement in stabilization and in weight. But what I love most is the auto locking mechanism. It's made my life a freaking breeze when I took it out for a trial at a recent wedding and a recent event out in the Botanical Gardens. I've got obviously the tripod that goes with the RS3 and I also bought an aftermarket briefcase handle. Now I could have bought this as a package with the RS3 but there's no need for me to have it because I didn't need the Raven Eye or anything like that, so I bought this through I think Amazon and this was just like 90 bucks. Another thing which I always bring with me is my Sony Handle. Now this little grip is brilliant. I have on all my grips, my gimbal and my little portable Manfrotto tripod are quick release plates, because it just makes it easier for me to grab the camera and just attach it to any of my tripods or my gimbal. It's that simple. It's really convenient because you never know the situation where you'll need to swap out bases. My GoPro Hero 10. Now in the past, if you've watched my travel videos, they've been horrendous because I've been using this as my primary camera when I'm traveling light. Great for takeoff, in-flight and landing content. However, when I was walking, and I especially noticed it, and I'm sure you have as well, is when it's slightly lower light, the image actually deteriorated so badly. It actually looked like it was very jittery. It almost like mechanical jittery imbalance within the video, and it was just ridiculously horrible. Now I had breakfast with another aviation YouTuber friend recently, and he's made some changes to my settings. So we're gonna try this out in this trip and see if it's improved the jittery content, the jittery footage. We'll soon find out. So Aiden, if it works, thank you very much. If it doesn't, you didn't help me at all. Power bank is essential. Now this is a 20,000 milliamp power bank. So this is going to be able to charge my gimbal, my drone, my camera, anything I need when I'm on the road. And seeing as sometimes we'll be out for 10, 12 hours without already access to a GPO or PowerPoint, this is essential. Now I'm dubious as to whether I'm going to use this. Now this is the little small portable fill light. It's got a little cold shoe attachment which I'll use. It's a cute little light, and I probably won't use it because it's quite harsh. But sometimes in situations where we're out and there's little to no light in whatever place that we're eating at, this is going to be better than nothing. My next favorite toy, which unfortunately I haven't had the opportunity to fly or to test out. So when we go to Malaysia, it'll be the first time I'll be flying the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Now I love DJI products. As you can tell, all my gimbals are DJI except for Zhiyun. Yeah, anyway, let's forget about that. But I love the DJI drones. I only own DJI drones. I've never bought another brand, only because I've spoken to other people and other professional drone professionals, and they speak so highly of this brand, and I couldn't agree more. Now, because I'm traveling and I'm trying to travel lightly, I know doesn't look like it, but having something this lightweight, especially sub 250 grams, it means that I'm exempt from having to be licensed or certified in a lot of jurisdictions. This is just phenomenal, and from all the content I've watched and from all the footage I've watched on social media and on YouTube, I'm expecting this to revolutionize my aerial content. I was very lucky to be able to also get my hands on the Fly More package or Fly More pack, which includes additional 2 batteries and a charging station, as well as a few other things, and a bag which I won't be taking with me. I couldn't unfortunately get the Dji Nd Filter Pack, or rather it wasn't going to be delivered in time for this trip. So I went and bought this off Amazon. Now I paid $100 for these filters, ND filters, as well as CPL and UV filters. Now, if you're watching this and you understand videography, ND filters are essential. Maybe not so much for photography, but for us videographers and aerial videographers, ND filters are so important to ensure that we get that very important motion blur. I've got additional SD cards here, all UHS 2, because obviously if you're recording in 4K and Ultra HD, you need as fast SD cards as possible. I've got myself a little 1 or 2 terabyte SSD just for backing up my video content, because I believe in having failovers and redundancy. So even though I'll be transferring content off my camera, which By the way, they're dual SD card slots in my Sony a7S III, and they're actually copying each other. So whatever I record into slot 1 will automatically be replicated into slot 2. So I've got that failover. But on top of that, every night I'm going to be taking the content off onto my laptop, and then I'm going to be backing up the content on my laptop onto my external hard drive. So at any point, should any one of these things fall over, I will have a point of failure. Or rather, I'll have a point of recovery. Now this is my RAM GoPro mount. It is singly one of the best mounts you will ever buy, and it wasn't even expensive. It was like $80, $90, and it is ridiculously strong suction. But more importantly, you've got 2 ball bearings, which means that you can change the angle that you want. I'll fix this to the window of the aircraft, and I'll have the GoPro pointing out, and it is so stable. And obviously, because the GoPro 10 has such phenomenal stabilization, it is buttery smooth. The Rode Wireless Go 2, I've got the receiver and 2 transmitters, because I've got quite a few people coming to Malaysia with me, and Leanne, who's my amazing sister who shares the couch with me on Gogglebox, will also be coming to Malaysia with her boyfriend. So we are going to be doing a few challenges and a few exciting eating experiences. So and I thought it's so much easier to have wireless mics or wireless lavs with us. So these are going to come in very handy. I also have the Rode Videomic Pro Plus, which is probably my primary vlogging microphone. It has some of the best audio quality for its price point. It is lightweight, it's rechargeable, and if it gets excessively windy, I can actually change and put on a dead kitten, and it is just brilliant, and it balances so well with the a7S III on the RS3 gimbal. I always bring a power brick or a power board with me. Now 6 power points is not enough, but it's better than 1, because a lot of hotels that I've stayed in, maybe more of the budget and mid-range ones, only have 1 GPO in every room. And seeing as my partner's also traveling with me on this trip, we're gonna have so many tech equipments requiring recharging or to be plugged in for continuous power supply. So this is so important. And there's also 3 USB 2 ports here, which will be able to help charge all my devices throughout the day. Oh, I need a drink. Now, for those of you who travel a lot with a lot of lithium batteries, this is so important. This is a LiPo guard bag. Now, it's a fiberglass bag which you use to carry your lithium batteries when you're charging them or when you're transporting them, because it is fireproof. So in the event one of your lithium batteries has a problem and it superheats and it bursts into flames, it is safe in this bag. So I highly recommend you get one or multiples of these. I bought this off eBay and I think it only cost me 15 or 20 bucks. It's well worth the investment because it's going to save your life. My trusty mobile phone, the Google Pixel 6 Pro. I absolutely love this camera. Sorry, Freudian slip there. It's a phone, but it's also a decent camera. So when I want to be a little more conspicuous or inconspicuous when I'm in, say, a retail outlet, or if I'm in a toilet or somewhere, I don't know why I'm filming in the toilet, but I will. No doubt I'll be filming in a toilet because I want to show you what Asian toilets are like. But so I want to be a little more discreet. I'll use my mobile phone because obviously when I'm carrying around a big honking mirrorless like this, it's pretty obvious, and a lot of places do not allow you to film with camera equipment. So this is my trusty B-cam. So this is the equipment I'm taking to Malaysia and Singapore with me. Oh, wow. I'm exhausted thinking about all this equipment and how I'm going to carry it with me. Oh, the place is an absolute mess. I'm trying to finish off packing. I don't know if you can see, but that's the 4th suitcase. Oh my goodness, yeah. That's a lot of things that we're hauling over. It has been 2 years, 9 months, and however many weeks since my last visit to Malaysia. So we have a lot of stuff to take back to our family back in Penang and in KL. But I just wanted to give you a bit of a rundown of how this new travel series is going to run. I'm going to be breaking it up into quite a few different distinct content pods. The main one I suspect most of you will probably be watching are the condensed daily vlogs. So it's going to be from waking up to sleeping, what we're doing every single day. But then beyond that, I'm also going to have dedicated little pods on the airline review, train review, automobile review, as well as individual restaurant and location food tests, only because some places that we're going to really deserve an entire segment to themselves, as well as food challenges and taste tests that we're going to be doing during our time in Malaysia and in Singapore. By the time you watch this, we'll already be in Malaysia, obviously, and because I only do weekly posts, my entire trip is possibly going to take months in terms of YouTube timeline, but you know, it's going to be bloody so much fun. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this holiday. I can feel it in my stomach. Could also be the onions I had with my omelette last night. Could just be that. But anyway, so the last thing you would have seen is probably what I'm packing from a technology standpoint. So what's in my tech suitcase. And now you're going to see what I'm packing for the cabin crew. Oh my God, the countdown has well and truly begun. It's becoming a reality. We're almost going. Finish packing 1, 2. So this is filled with like Australian dried nuts and fruits and biscuits and chocolate, and in the other bag, clothes, because we have a cousin who's moving to China and it's going to be freaking freezing and they don't really have easy access to thick warm clothes, so we bought a shit ton of our leftover stuff and some clothes which we're going to be taking over. Mum's going to bring over for my aunts as well. But yeah, that's the one thing. That's how we roll. When we visit family, we always bring a lot of food, a lot of clothes, a lot of snacks. That's how we show love, through our stomach. Anyway, speaking of love through the stomach, I am currently packing the little goodie bag for our cabin crew. So to those not aware, I like to give the cabin crew a little thank you gift for their hard work on all my international flights. So I've gone out and bought lots and lots of delicious Australian chocolate and biscuits. So I'll show you what we got. Okay, so they're these Arnott's Chocolate Obsession milk chocolate flavor. These are so yummy, addictive. And got a mint chocolate version. Wagon wheels, yum. Oh, these are my weakness, Royals. This is beautiful milk chocolate, little thin biscuit, and fluffy marshmallow. Oh, so good. 2 of those. I mean, Tim Tams, you can't go wrong with Tim Tams. I've got 2 normal Tim Tams and chewy caramel. Can't go wrong with Tim Tams and chewy caramel. Got 2 of those. And also, I got 2 of the wagon wheels. I'm so bad at tying. I'm the worst when it comes to Christmas or birthdays and I have to wrap presents. I never wrap. I'll buy a box or a bag and I'll chuck the present in it. This must be riveting watching. Seeing how Tim doesn't know how to do a bow. There we go, how's that? Is that nice? Isn't that lovely? They'll love that. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. So that pack, that little ribbon you saw there cost $4. It tied one package. That was ridiculous. There has to be a cheaper ribbon somewhere. Look what I found, ribbons. We bought these for Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year party that we had earlier this year. A shit ton of ribbon. So I'm gonna continue tying, this time with the El Cheapo ribbon I bought from Amazon. Okay, there we go. Jeez, you Kevin crew, you're getting better rapping than I would my friends and family. Okay, we are now waiting for my father and mother-in-law. They're coming over for lunch because it's going to be a few weeks we're going to be away and they're not going to see us. They're going to miss us. Oh my God, we're such amazing personalities. But the main reason they're coming over is because Mark's dad has very generously volunteered. I don't know so much as volunteered as in we recruited him to do this, but he's going to come here to feed Gandalf, who's that grey parrot over there, as well as all my aquarium fish. So I've got to show him the routine, what to do, what kind of food to feed them, how much. Yeah, and then we're just going to have a spot of lunch, or rather I'll have spot of lunch. Mark's got a bit of a rumbly tummy, so won't be partaking too much déjeuner. Yeah, so it's nice. And then we're going to pop over to their place later this afternoon because we have to take over River's kennel because it's just too big and too heavy for Bob to carry by himself. Well, that's a wrap for pre-travel day, everyone. Oh my God, you have no idea how excited I am. In fact, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to sleep tonight. So I think Mark's going to have to sleep in the bedroom and I'm going to be sleeping out in the lounge. I'm also trying to stay up a little later. I'm going to bed about 1, 2 in the morning because of the time difference between Melbourne, Australia and Malaysia. So they are 2 hours behind Malaysia. So I'm trying to stay up and yeah, trying to acclimate before I even get there. So I know for a fact that I won't be able to sleep tonight because I'm just bubbling with excitement and a little bit of anxiety. It's been a while since I've traveled. I'm so excited. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, I would really appreciate if you hit that like button, the thumbs up button, leave a comment below because you have no idea how much that helps with the algorithm so that other people can find my channel and find my content. If you're new here, g'day. Thank you so much for your support. If you like this content, hit the subscribe and bell notification buttons. So till the next video, which will probably be next week. Hooroo.